Come to me, please. Take me there.
Yeah. Good morning, guys. What's up? How you guys doing? Good morning. I'm messing around with some stream element stuff, the overlay notifications. I want to try seeing if they work. I ran one earlier. I don't know. I don't know if you guys saw it, heard it, felt it. So let's see here. Let me get rid of this. And let me get rid of this. Keep that there. And let me run a little testorino. You heard it? Seemed behind the layer? Right, that's what I saw as well. Let's see if it shows up right here. What am I missing? I'm hearing that. It's just not showing up. Weird. Is it like not big enough? Use custom frame. My cat just took a shit. Oh, it smells bad. Okay. I don't know what's going on with that. You saw a K? That's a start. Okay, let me, maybe I just need to change the size of it. It's super weird. Maybe I just stretch it. That. And then we try. Anything showing up there? It's not showing up. Let me. It has to be a browser source, I think. I don't. Maybe not. You saw an L and an E. We can unfollow. Yeah, I guess you could. With Stream Elements, it has a like a fake follower thing that it adds. Yeah, I have no idea. I see something up there. Copy over the URL. Okay, there we go. I think that's it. And then we just is it media source? Or is it a browser? I thought it was a browser source for notifications. Let's just try that. We use for widgets and alerts. Yeah, okay, that's what it says. We're getting there, guys. Professional streamer. Seasoned. I think that might be it now. Get ready. Oh, it's all the way over there. That's so weird how it's over there. It says, why? Why is that like that? What if I move it like right here? What about that? When the size isn't the same as the browser source thingy. That's what I'm trying to figure out how to fix. Emulate another one. I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. I figured it out. So you have to put it in the top left of this. Anyways, whatever. We got it. Let's try the other ones though. Let's try. See what happens when we get a sub. Squink. See what happens when we get a gift. A gift. We have to wait. There it is. I think everything's working now. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Thank you, Carolina and Lynn. Welcome. Real people. Able to get those usernames. Jody with the 31 fake bits. Thank you so much. It felt good hitting the emulate button for your existence. And I appreciate the fake 31. Oh! I must have double clicked. I gotta get a new mouse. It's doing the double click and the single click again. I'll take your fake bits. Thank you so much. Priscilla, it's triple clicking. Priscilla, that's it. You can stop now with the fake donations. Something's happening. Okay, stop. How do I stop it? Those are real. These are real. Why is it stopping? Why isn't it stopping? Did I really click that many times? Okay, stop. They're obviously real. Yeah, the support is just pouring in right now. Okay, I think I messed something up. Stop. I don't know if this is real or not anymore. How do I go back? I'm gonna have to turn on a fan down here, guys. Ooh. Go. All right, man. Is it still doing it? Hopefully not. Are we good? All right, I think we're all set now, right? What if I turn it back on? Is it going to keep doing it? I think that's it. All right. I want to do one last test to see if I've actually fixed it by turning it off, turning it on again. Wait a minute. Alert box. Okay. Emulate. One follower, please. There it is. Fantastic. I can shrink that. Awesome. I think we're good. I think that's it. Sorry about having to do this, but it sounds like it's a one-time setup, so that should be it. Anyways, how are you guys doing? How you guys doing? You guys doing all right? It's November 12th. If you guys had well, I think it was a holiday for most places. Maybe not. Maybe it's just a North American thing. Here in Canada, it's called Remembrance Day. Every November 11th is a holiday, and I believe down in the States it is Veterans Day. And I think, isn't there one in the UK? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, but either way, it was a nice. Actually, the weather was like, it was 20 degrees outside on November 11th, and everybody was outside. It was kind of nice to see, just people out and about enjoying the weather. Hopefully not spreading COVID, but where I live, we don't really have a whole lot of cases active. I think we have maybe like 20 at the moment. I'm not entirely sure. I've stopped. Maybe it's not a good idea, but I've stopped paying so much attention to the newer cases and the newer updates, because there's just so much shit that's happening in the world that's just so negative. It's a lot. It's very easy to overwhelm yourself and put yourself in a mental state that's hard to get out of, right? So trying not to obsess about that stuff, but of course I need to. You gotta be safe, right? You gotta follow guideline. Anyway, whatever. You guys already fucking know this. This is what, it's been almost a year. No, not really. When did it start? March. Most places COVID started in March, I think. So we're gonna keep working on this. Yeah, that's it. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep working on this study. Vortex Queen, hi. How are you? And Morvu, Shmaze, thanks guys for helping me out. Helping me out with the notifications. Maybe indirectly you did as well. Appreciate it. And we're going to be listening to chill hop music. So chillhop.com is now allowing streamers to sign up and whitelist their channels with their music. How fucking cool is that? If you haven't ever listened to chill hop, where have you been for the last 10 years? It's literally everywhere. It's kind of the shit that I've been really into prior to synthwave type music. And it's really, really great to study and draw and paint to. So it's a diamond in the rough of all the bullshit that's happening with DMCA nonsense. Twitch needs to get their shit together. It's so crazy how other sites are already doing it for them. Almost, I don't know. It shouldn't be that way. It really shouldn't. Twitch should be fucking being like, hey guys, we're taking complete ownership over our ignorance on this. Accept this apology. We know most of you probably won't, but here is a program to help you with everything. And just like that, right? Because that's how developing programs works. You just snap your fingers and you get what you want, right? Just like anything else in life. I got what I want. It's not working. Calm down. I'm good. How are you? This is looking really good, by the way. I appreciate that. Thank you. I've been procrastinating with this image for, all week, basically. So, I will take that compliment. Thank you so much. I hope your day's going well, Vortex, as well. I was just backseat gaming, probably. I'm totally down for it, dude. Backseat gaming with streaming, with gaming, with anything. Absolutely appreciate it. As a software engineer, I can confirm that finger snaps are how to make. Yeah. That's how you go to your I guess your college course of choice or program institute of choice, programming institute of choice, and then they just tell you this. Literally, you just do that once. Programs write themselves. Really advanced AI in our fingertips that we didn't know was there. Anyways, what am I talking about? Let's go ahead and jump in, I guess. So, should I go over some, yeah, let's do that. Let's go over how we got to this, and then we'll start painting. How's that sound? So I've merged a lot of my process so that we can just go layer by layer. So let's do that. So this is actually the background. So the background just made a marquee tool selection about the size of the reference here. The reference is a little bit wider. I think we're going to crop out this curtain because I don't feel like painting textile stuff. I'm lazy. It should be said. I'll probably say it again. But you guys probably already figured that out. So, and then I just simply added a little bit of detail. And this is the line layer that seems to be half erased at this point. And then I just turned her into a silhouette. Oh no, wait, we need that. Turned her into a silhouette. Blocked in some key features. Cameras there. I'm a purple intergalactic overlord, and I can confirm the finger snapping. Yeah, he's the guy that created the universe, right? Just hangs out in my channel. What an honor. Some more soft light. This is a soft light layer. At this point, I don't know if the blending modes really matter this early on, even though here, literally the first two layers on top are blending layers. Some rendering, just some painting, rather. More, you know? A little bit of that. Color adjustment. What word did he just say? This one. So it's basically from here on out, it's kind of just painting. And we'll do that. That's kind of where we're at. I can turn this one off. Go back to that. See, there's my double click. It's time for a new mouse, guys. So what was this? A little bit more painting. That seems like it almost doesn't do anything. No, it shifts the blouse color to a little bit more of a blue. There's some darker values. Something on there, some light, some more ambient glowingness. More painting. Now we're on the face. We merged all that down. There, I think that's pretty much where we're at, right? Cool? Any questions? Any questions ever? Let me know. And I'll do what I can. And Vortex Queen, I appreciate the follow there. Thank you so much. All right, let's do it. Let's see how much we can get done today. I think I got most of my blabbing out of the way earlier this week, so I think well, it would be nice if we get most of this done today. Let's do that. A lot of games came out. Immediately jumps into a topic of conversation. I'm gonna focus really good today. So anyways, video games. An insane amount of games came out this week, right? And probably even just today, being the day for the release of the PS5, right? Did you guys order? Anybody here order a PS5 and get it on today? I guess there's still the rest of the day. Okay, so this chin needs to come down here a lot. Let's go ahead. I think some of these colors a little bit more accurate, maybe. Hold on, let me sample that. Maybe something like this. No, I think that's still too saturated. I'm gonna get into the cheek here. Yeah. Thanks for the tour. Nice to see the process. It's a mess, isn't it? It's just an absolute mess. But that's kind of that's painting. There are amazing artists out there, and I'm not saying I'm trying not to deliberately put words into your mouth, Vortex Queen. This is kind of a tangential thought. That you'll see a lot of people, most people that I've seen, other artists, the process it's just maybe the sketch will look really great. They'll block in some values, and then as they're slowly adding color and rendering it, there is a muddy, ugly phase for most people. Not everybody. There's people who can just paint, and it's every step along the way is, well, I guess it's as much art in the process as in the final result for some artists, and they're amazing, right? I'm not that person. Nor do I aim to be like that. You're still waiting for a Switch, Morvu? Is that what you're saying? Nintendo Switch? What are you, if that's the case, what are you waiting for to play on that? Just pretty much everything that's available, I guess? I've been putting tons of hours into Hades over there. No, I don't like this value at all. Here. Absolutely love that game, man. That game is a treat. Okay, so this is what we have. Just gotta get my brain in gear. Still want that to be a little bit more cooler. So I'm looking at both these values right now, these colors, these hues, and I want the value to be around the same. And I've showed this before. This little color picker screen feels sciencey. Feels like people who actually know what they're doing would probably look at this and go, "Yeah, I know. I could tell you what that is." Me, I kind of think I know what it is. And I've been having okay results with it, but when it comes to finding a different color of a same or similar value, what I like to do is I'll compare the two that I have selected, right? And I'll just kind of feel which one comes towards me in like a 3D effect. You know what I'm saying? You see that transition when now the brown color is coming towards us and the gray is further back, or vice versa, rather I should say. There's kind of like the darker it is, the further away it is. I guess the lighter it is, the closer to your face it feels. It's an optical illusion, but that's how I use that optical illusion, I guess, to try and figure out when I'm close to the same value, you know? Kinda ish there, right? So that's how I use that color picker for something like that. And it's totally not the value I want, but maybe we'll blend it here. I think it still needs to be a little bit darker. And turn that off. Yeah. When you get a new console, since it's the first gen, and that's my plan too, Vortex. That's pretty much my plan too. You know that they're gonna put out a PS5 Pro, PS5 Mini, or PS5 Lite or Slim at some point. And I had a first gen PS4 that died, I think sometime last year. It just bricked. And then a couple months later, I went out and bought a PS4 Pro. And I think that'll last me until, I don't know, I cave and need to get an exclusive PS5 game release. Which, you could say that it's reason enough to buy one now for Demon's Souls. But I feel like I don't know, man. I don't know, we'll see. I feel like eventually it might come out to the PS4. We'll see. But yeah, I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. Smash and Animal Crossing. You couldn't have picked two better games. I would throw in Hades, but if you're not a fan of like roguelikes, Metroid-likes, then well, I guess it's not really a Metroid-like because you never really go. Well, you do go back. It's definitely more of a roguelike. If it's not your cup of tea, then I completely get it. A lot of people prefer to have a more consistent progression with video games rather than restarting and making a new build every playthrough. But that's I guess that's what Hades and Binding of Isaac and Enter the Gungeon are. You know, they're you're supposed to go as far as you can get, and then you basically reset and try again. Hades looks cool. Didn't know it was on the Switch. Yeah. I think it was like $20 or something like that. It's not. I can tell you it's not the price for same price for a full game, which is very nice. Especially since the amount of hours that you can get out of it, right? Okay, let's try choice here, man. Maybe I won't worry so much about the value and the saturation, but just try and focus on one. So I'll just worry about the value, and then we can always make something a little bit more saturated later with adjustment layers and whatnot. This is, yeah. So this is all pretty muddy. Still, I'm kind of jumping all over the place right now. Simply because of procrastination and avoidance. Those are my tactics, my natural tactics for anything. Right? Something that intimidates you, avoid it. Just put it to the very last, leave it to the very last minute, right? Is that how, right? That's how it is for you guys? Good. And if not, you can go ahead and just change it to that way as well. Wanting, not affording. There is very much a difference, indeed, yeah. Is it a need or is it a want? What's up, Baseman? How you doing, dude? Rip Rat, how you doing, man? I hope you're doing well. So good to see you guys. A while ago, I tried to draw over line art, but I never looked right. So when you say try to draw over it, do you mean like, are you trying to clean up a sketch to make it to a cleaner line? Is that what you're saying? Because that definitely can be hard. There's ways to make it easier. I'm just gonna merge all that down. Oops. There we go. Just woke up? Well, good morning. I guess it's afternoon, evening, whatever. Good time to wake up time. I mean, the way you do it, painting over the sketch. Oh, I see. So, what you can do, at this point, this is where I would already be on top of the sketch, right? I really wish I didn't erase all of this. So, do we have it in this one? Yeah, we do. Okay, good. So this is the line sketch right here. So I have it on a layer above it. Oh, is that the doorbell? 1 second. If I heard it or not. No, it was me hallucinating. I am supposed to get some packages today. Nice. So I might fake hear the doorbell. Do you guys do that when you're expecting either like a phone call? I'll have my phone in my pocket and set it to vibrate. And throughout the day, I'm waiting for a phone call. I'll have ghost calls. I'll feel my phone vibrating. Then I'll put my hand over top of it and it's not vibrating. It's just like this weird, your brain, I don't know, it's so weird. Especially, I'm so easily jebaited. Like, I'll believe anything. And then my brain makes it even realer. Back to this. Sorry about that. Where were we actually? Yeah, we were talking about this line layer, right? So when it comes to painting, I think approach it in a way by phases, right? So not everything has to happen all at once. You want to give yourself steps or process that has kind of defined places of completion, I guess. Like you're at this, you block things in. That's one phase, right? You make them into their own layer, or you cut them out of their sketch, so they're on their own layer in Photoshop. Or maybe you like to work all in flattened images. That's totally up to you. That's how I do it. So it counts as one phase, and then the next phase will be blocking your local colors or your local value, and that's what you're seeing here at this, basically at this stage right here, right? And unfortunately, I painted on the line layer here, which happens, as we all know, and will forever happen. But all this is happening on layers underneath, right? So all this stuff under here is happening underneath this line. And the only time that I would start painting over my line layers is right around here. Because I can always, I guess, if I didn't paint over it, I could always drag it back on top and have a duplicate. I think I'll leave that there and have a duplicate of the lines and stuff. How's the volume, by the way? Are we good? Can you still hear me even though I'm like talking over here for half the stream? I hope we're all right with that. And Vortex, does that help at all? Thank you. Okay, I hope it does help. If you have any questions, like, oh, go back to what layer was that? But I don't mind sharing literally everything that I'm allowed to share. Relating to the stream, to Photoshop. Take off your pants! Okay. Or was I already not wearing pants? No, wait, you guys saw me get up, never mind. Bond's good? Thank you so much, appreciate that. Okay, let's get back into it. Let's do it. An Albany Grum, thank you so much for the follow, appreciate that. Blueberry Unicorn, welcome guys, thanks so much for the follows. Everybody who's just hanging out, hope you're having a good Thursday. 9:31 EST. Thursday, is that what it is? That's literally what it just said. Okay, cool. Thanks, brain. Okay, so let's turn this off. Let's go back to this layer. Yeah. I think I'm just going to keep the face for this layer right here. Control J. So you make your select. I think this hotkey is worth repeating over and over because it's such a helpful hotkey in Photoshop. I don't know if any other program has something similar to it. So let's say I want, in this layer, this is the perfect example for it, obviously, because we're going to be doing it. I just want her face. I just want the line drawing of her face on its separate layer, right? So I could erase everything else and just leave it that way, or I can hit L, right? Get your lasso tool, select where it is that you want to have copied, and then all you need to do, and keep your eyes on the right side here on the layers, right? Keep your eyes over there. If I hit Control J, did you see that? Did you see the, in my very organized layering labeling that I have. My labeling system is very organized and it works. Control J, duplicate layer of just that selection. Amazing! Amazing! It's so helpful because for the longest time I used to just nudge. I used to use the arrow keys to nudge and then turn off layers and adjust the opacity so that I could see when it was kind of doing a whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Anyways, Control J for life. Make a t-shirt that says that. Okay. Alright. So, yeah. So right here, we're on this layer. I think it would be nice to at least get the face done, right? Control JDM! think there's something there. There's something there, Baseman. Okay. Let's do it. Push this value out a little bit more. The hair coming down this way, a little bit more brown. I'm noticing some values and saturations. There's a lot to take in, and it's obviously when there's a lot to take in, it can very quickly become overwhelming. When that happens, and it does quite often, I'm trying to remind myself to focus one at a time and not multitask. And that really just comes down to knowing who you are and how you work, right? I'm the type of person that will become overwhelmed and do probably a worse job if I'm trying to focus on multiple things all at once, which is why I can't really ever just talk and paint at the same time. It's very challenging for me. But yeah, so like right here, that's kind of one of those instances where I was like, I'm noticing the value is off and I'm noticing the saturation is off. So much like when I was working on the face, I think it's better to quiet that part of your brain and just pick one. For me, I'll tend to pick value first over saturation. Because I think if you start with saturation and then you add value, it's more likely that you'll end up with something muddy and kind of bleh, than going the other way around, adding your saturation and hue variance and all your colors and shit on top of your value. But to each their own, right? Playing a dude pretending to be another dude. True. All right, so let's say that face there. Yeah. This. I'm a dude playing a dude. Features too much right now. I think, okay, yeah. Down a bit. I think we'll add the eyebrow back in though. Something to represent it. Okay, so let's try and get the bottom jaw going a little bit better. Got some of this value up here for the chin, for the nose. it darken under here, maybe. And this should be shifted right here. What should we try? I think I'm just gonna paint with just paint. I was thinking about maybe trying out an overlay layer with a little bit of like this, maybe. Let's see what happens with that. Why not? Overlay. Okay. All right. It's not quite as bright as I want it, but let's some down and see what we can do. So let's go Control U. Lighten it up a little bit. That might be a little bit closer. Yeah, let's do that. And let's go on another layer. Let's get some rosy cheeks in there. Nope. I know I'm gonna not hear the doorbell when it rings. Obi, stop, bud. Obi's taken a while to adjust to the new place. Coming from a smaller home to one that has 2 levels and multiple rooms. Normally he would just be able to look any direction and be able to see either me or Caroline. So it's just going to take some time to adjust. You'll realize that we're not gone anywhere. And it'll be a benefit in the long run, because we'll be able to leave him here all alone in his kennel, and he'll be able to do what he needs to do, which is, I guess, just wait in a crate, wait in the kennel until we're back, right? That sounds so harsh. It might sound harsh, but if you don't want your house to be destroyed, maybe that's probably a bad example as well. You don't want your dog to be anxious all the time. There, let's say that. Separation anxiety it's harder to fix. It's very easy to create in your animals and your dogs, but harder to fix. So that's kind of what we're training him for. Let's merge these down now. Actually, let's duplicate this one and then merge this down. What were you expecting in the mail again? I'm expecting a lot of things, actually. A big order from Amazon of certain stuff for the stream and for the office and for the house as well. You know, nothing too interesting. Again, I'm not. I can understand people might think that I'm waiting for like a PS5. I will wait a good while for that one, or an Xbox or anything. It'd be nice to have, but again, like kind of like what you're saying, it's at this point it's a want and not a desire. So, and unfortunately, I gotta be responsible. You can't just go ahead and go out there. I could, but again, that wouldn't be being responsible. Other bills that need to be paid, such as life. I think I might want to flip this now. Thank you. You're talking about me, Albany Grump. Stop. I'm assuming you're talking about the painting. Or the photo, really, right? This is a photo of David Dubnitskiy. One of his amazing photos. Go check out David's photography. Absolutely on just a whole nother level. Able to capture beauty, a narrative, color, lighting. It's fantastic. I always love looking at his work. So, yeah, buddy. Not you, bro. It's too dark to see your face. What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? That's okay. I totally understand. All right. Get back to this. And I think I will add in those layups to a new layer. What's on that layer? Okay, that's the line layer. It's like a mid-tone, fairly saturated, just kind of like, try that, maybe? A little bit redder. Completely off. But that's okay. A little deeper. With saturation and value, friends. That's what I meant. Right there, I just hit D. I hit D again, and then Alt. Quickly sampling and darkening the value. Very quickly here, try to get that mouth line. Did you guys see Carla's painting of Alexandria Cortez? What's Alexandria? What's the O? Just AOC. Have you seen? I'll just go with AOC. Did you see her portrait that she posted up? I think yesterday. Just stunning. Just fantastic. And I said this before, and I'll keep saying it whenever I notice it. It's so good to see, and you should watch the video, because there's a process video. I think she did it in Procreate. Hi, Samuel. How are you doing, man? Did you have a good stream? How are you, sir? I was saying, in the process video, it shows that she was adjusting pretty heavily a lot of proportions. Kind of related to what I was just talking about earlier. It's nice to see people who don't always just drop. She's actually one of them. Typically, everything that she paints, and probably watching it, you're like, wow, it's still amazing. I don't know what John Derek Murphy was talking about. And when I'm talking about John Derek Murphy, I always refer to him as John Derek Murphy. Even when I'm talking about myself, so I understand. But looking at the process, you see she was working with proportions, shrinking things, stretching things, and it's just, that's really good stuff to see, especially if we're trying to improve our skills, that it's a process. And it's not perfect immediately, and it takes work, and it takes time, and you need to flip horizontally. And she did all that stuff, and it was great to watch. And of course, the painting, the end results are outstanding. But it's just little things to note that, you know, the point why I'm even mentioning this is that if you're like me, you're probably your worst critic, right? And you always beat yourself up, even during the process of a painting or a drawing. And we shouldn't do that, because it's the end results. But a lot of the time we don't end up getting to the end results because we're too distracted by ourselves, demoralizing or insulting our own abilities and our own progress, that we never really finish something. You know what I mean? So it's just, we only count the struggle and not realize that that's part of it, you know? Yes, dude. Sam, by all means, if I could, I'd tuck you into your bunk, give you a nice soft kiss on the forehead, and, I guess breathe into your ear a little bit. Just something that him and I do. It's just a little thing that we do. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You felt that? Good. I didn't see you were streaming, otherwise I should have hit you. It's totally fine, dude. You can hit me anytime. Is that sexual? I guess it is. Sometimes we want the piece to be finished when we just started. That's it, right? And that's very unrealistic. But yet we still feel that. So how do you deal with that, right? I don't know if I have an answer for that. But it certainly helps when we see other people who we admire. And it's going to sound sadistic, but it's very true, when they struggle. Especially when they struggle and end up with an amazing painting, right? Because then if you open up your painting that you're struggling with, or that you're it's a work in progress, and you're on the cusp of putting it on the shelf, and just abandoning it, I guess remind yourself that it's maybe just the phase that it's at, right? If you stick with it, try a little bit longer, hate yourself a little bit harder. Don't do those last few things. Unless you need to. You know, if that's how you cope with your process, then okay, it's time for tears. It's my process. I need to cry. Then that's fine, I guess. There might be a better way. No, there's only tears and suffering. That's the art school that I went to. University of Tears and Suffering and Pain. Got a master's degree in pain. It's real. What the fuck did you just do? You put sunglasses on my emotes. It's awesome. I approve. Old masters really boggle my mind when they got anatomy and lighting so right. Not only that, but they did it traditionally too, right? We're using Photoshop. We have Control Z. We have like free transform. We have Control C, Control V, Control G, Control D, Control A, Control P, Control T, Control A. You know, we got all those ones. So it's kind of that makes we're so lazy. And all these guys, all those masters, they're usually masters by the time they're in their mid-30s and 40s, right? I guess that's pretty admirable still. Some are even younger, but some, you know what? Hey, a lot of the old masters died before they're even successful. So we can always look forward to that. Maybe not a good one to suggest, but I'm just one man. Start, middle, and end for me. Start, middle, and end for you. I missed it, Andy. So is that where you're struggling? Is that what you're saying? Is just the start, the beginning, you know, just the start, the middle, and the ending of painting is, I'm just struggling with that. It's nothing big. Is that what you're saying? I mean, the struggle is consistent throughout life, I think, for learning how to paint and improve. I don't know if I don't know if we can ever really truly be satisfied. I guess it depends on the personality. I don't know if we can be truly satisfied in our progress, because if we're always pushing our goalposts back, or maybe you're not. Maybe you've already succeeded that. And what's that like? You know what I mean? What does that feel like? Does it feel good? Can you finally say, I'm done trying to improve? Does that exist? For some, I'd say it does. You know, I think that if we look at maybe some of our inspirational folders or on Instagram or Twitter or whoever we're following, and we compare some of our favorite artists, their work from today to 10 years ago, and if you notice that it's consistent, then most likely they're totally fine and it's a gig for them, right? They've gotten to where they want to get to. They're doing the gig that they want to be doing. They're making the money that they want to be making. 10 years go by, they don't see any progress. They don't care at all. They're doing what they want to be doing, and that makes total sense to me. However, I have that vantage point of what they're seeing. I'm miles away from that, I feel. Yeah. Toxic, how you doing, man? Derek, I just want to say you're one of the most, if not the most, entertaining artists on Twitch. You're witty and a cool dude to chat with. Very talented artist. Now, with that said, want to make out? Yes, absolutely, dude. I appreciate the kind words, man. It's definitely... It definitely feels good to hear that, and I appreciate it. I'm just hanging out. We're just hanging out and procrastinating. And maybe being a little too honest. But that's who I am. That's who I am, man. When is it a compliment and when is it secular harassment? I guess that's up to us to decide, right? And if you're a person to jump right to those things to try and blur the lines of compliment and abuse, it's probably, you know, maybe there's some work that needs to be done inside that person's mind. Sam, Jay Fraser, is the most talented little person artist. Sam, I think Sam's, how tall is Sam? Sam's not that little, is he? I think he's like, isn't he like 5'7", 5'8"? That's not little. That's not little. I'm not saying that I'm 6 feet, so it's kind of he's in my books. He is. He's cute. Just pinch his cheeks. Oh, little guy. I struggle with patience when I do any art. I focus on the end product and fail to get a consistent detail. That I think that's a lot of us are in that same position, eh, Andy? We get to a certain point in the painting, either we burn ourselves out or we change so much that we stop noticing what's good and what a good choice is. There is a fix for that. Like if you get to that point, typically getting away from your workstation or your canvas or whatever it is that you're creating, get away, get your eyes freshened, right? Look at something else, go for a walk, have a lunch, maybe come back a day, 2, or a week, a month, I don't know. However long it takes for you to come back and see it differently, and get those fresh eyes again, right? But I know what you're saying, man. I don't think there's a single painting where that didn't happen in recent time. Where I'll just look at it and be like, man, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to fix this. So I'll just leave and go for a walk, maybe come back for the next day. That's kind of it, because it's certainly better than just pushing pixels around and not really getting anywhere. Delivery! It was an actual doorbell, guys. I didn't just fake hear it. Feels good. I can still trust in my senses to a degree. Where was I? I struggle with patience when I do any art. Yeah, it's... we were talking a little bit of something like that kind of before, where it might not be something that can be done. It really depends on where you're at skill-wise. Knowing how you draw, how you work, is a big help, obviously. But if you're still trying to figure that out, then there's no point on, you know, if you don't have a map or a familiarity of the environment around you, you're just gonna, you have to stumble around basically until you figure out what's happening, what's going on. Anyways, the point that I'm trying to make is that if you can create a process, like stages to your creating process, right? Start with either your thumbnails. Once you figure out what your image is going to be, just really rough thumbnails. You don't have to be draw it as if literally no one's going to ever see it, right? So it can be the worst shit ever. But it still needs to be composition. I guess like with thumbnails, it's composition. That's kind of what you're figuring out. You're not figuring out details. You're not figuring out how his subtle emotions are gonna be, how this character is interacting with another person. You know, all that stuff can happen after you figure out what it is that you're trying to, what the scene is, what the character is doing. Even if it's just a prop or something like that, you can figure out the perspective, all that stuff in the thumbnail. Then you take your thumbnail, phase 2, blow it up to the size that you want. Start cleaning that thumbnail into a rough sketch. That's phase 2. Phase 2 turns into phase 3 after your clean sketch is clean. Then you can take that sketch to a line art if you want, or you can jump right into color. There's a lot of steps, right? There's a lot of steps because there's a lot to painting. But that's how I break it down. That's how I do it. Not yet, Morbu. We haven't had any yet. We've only lived in this place for about 2 weeks. I imagine this, as what the holiday season comes up, we'll probably get some door knockers, and that's totally fine. You know what? Anybody that knocks on my door and is either trying to sell something or offer something or promote something, I usually give them the time of my day to promote it. And if it's just like a shit thing, then I'll be like, thank you so much for your time, not interested. Slam the door in the face. That's usually what I do. But for the most part, I'll talk to whoever's at my door. I've had Jehovah Witnesses, I've had Christians, I've had you name it come to my door, and I would have really engaging conversations with them. And then when I tell them I'm an atheist, it's just like, it's not something I want to do. They're kind of like, why did you spend all this time talking to me? And to me, that's to show them you don't have to be on the same page to be able to get along, right? To communicate with one another. Does that make sense? Does this make sense? Anyways, this was a random tangent too. I had a point that I wanted to make. Ash V. I randomly clicked this stream. This isn't the point. This is another tangent. Randomly clicked the stream and I don't regret it. That's probably the nicest thing anybody could say. Ash V. So thank you so much. And thank you for the follow. Ash V. Blooming Zonda. Manuel Segal. Thank you guys so much for the follows. I appreciate it. Welcome. It's so nice to be back. This week has been... This past couple weeks have been just a clusterfuck, and it's nice to slowly get back into something that looks like a routine. As if you guys have ever moved house, you know that it's, even if it's from one house to another house in the same city, it's still a pain in the ass, and it feels like your life is flipped upside down for a couple of weeks until you finally get your feet back in underneath you at the new place or where it is that you're moving. Anyways. Thank you, Ashby. That's really nice. This looks great. Thank you, Blooming. Appreciate that. Stop painting, watch some prawn, get back. That's it, man. If that's what it is to clear your head, and relieve yourself of some tension, fuck yeah, dude. Just a little quick sesh, get back to it, or however your sessions are. I'm not one to criticize whether they're quick or hours long. Make sure you hydrate, though. You know, make sure you're staying hydrated. You don't want to. You don't want to. I'm not speaking from experience. I'm speaking from experience. All right. Ew. Moving on. Even moving apartments in the same city can be. Even moving apartments in the same apartment building can be a nightmare, right? Loading all your shit into an elevator, if they even have an elevator, is still shitty. Of course, moving up a couple flights of stairs is way worse. I've done that as well. Testing links. I guess it works. Did it work? I don't want to click that link. There's some links that will be purged, and there's some links that won't. I haven't figured it out yet, so. Okay. I zoned out. Hey man, this is the place to zone out. Myself included. Speaking of which, let's try and get a little bit more done here. First thing I see here, I'm gonna Control Shift. What is it? Control Shift Alt E. So slap the keyboard. Slap the left side of the keyboard with your hand. Just slap it, and then you'll get a merged layer of everything, right? You just slap the keyboard. This weird guy on the internet told me to abuse my keyboard, so I did. And now I'm grounded. All right, focus up, Derek. Now I'm banned from life. Control J, and then let's nudge it a little bit, right? Nudge it in here now. Nope. Nope. Make sure my critique is straight. Go ahead and grab that. Maybe move that up a little bit. Control H to hide that selection. Something like this. And then I also want to grab here. Get a little bit of that forehead as well. So I can hit. There, I was holding down Alt. So if I hold down Alt, when I'm using my lasso tool, you're deselecting, and when you hold down Shift, you're adding, right? And that's pretty much what Shift and Alt are for a lot of the other features, is add or subtract. Okay, yeah. And then Control J. I think we'll get rid of that. Okay, so now I want to hit Control T. Click here. Nope, what is that? That's the wrong layer. Is it this one? I think it's that one. Control T. Yeah, and then hit Control. So this thing, maybe I'll go back a step here. So I have her layer of hair and her forehead duplicated on top, right? And if I hit Control T, we get our free transform tool that we're used to seeing, right? So we can warp some things like that. But another thing that I use a lot up here, and I've gone over this a lot of times in streams before. This feature right here. You guys see that at the top? Kind of got that arcing. It's like a sad robot or something with 4 eyes. I don't know. And then it gives us this. So basically, it's kind of like Liquify, but to the restraints of these 9 squares, I guess, or rectangles in this case. So if you see this, look at that. See, we can kind of warp it. It's really good for making subtle changes and not having to redraw everything. So I just want to bring this up. Like that. I think that's pretty much fine. Just do that. Hit enter. That's pretty much it. Now, I think I'm going to merge all this down in one layer. Yep. Okay, so go back over here. Getting that blonde color for her hair. So this is kind of washed out in this area. Trying to emulate that. I think I want to get some yellow for that here. Alright, let's jump back to the face. Some pink in the nostril. Something like that. So like the value doesn't. A lot of the times I'm just adding colors what I feel it is, right? Clearly this isn't the right color, but what I was talking about earlier in the week, the way that I prefer to treat digital painting is very much like working with traditional paints. You can put your wet paint on the canvas, take some other paint that you have on your palette and blend it live in real time. An HD 4K no, you can mix it on the canvas. I think that's called, what is that called? Is that Alla Primo? Is that what that's called? Do I know Jesper? I know of him. I don't personally know him, but yeah, he's definitely one of my favorite artists, especially Magic the Gathering artists. Absolutely, and he streams from time to time on Twitch too, I believe. Doesn't he? No, I think I'm thinking of Evan. Evan Munson. He'll stream on Twitch from time to time as well. He's another fantastic artist. Oh, you did? Oh, you clipped the steps phase spiel for a friend? Do you want me? I can go over like a really quick process, I guess, if you want to. I really don't mind. I can. It's something that I really don't mind doing at all. Like what my process would be. I guess you're kind of seeing it, but if you want to hear it like really quickly, maybe. I guess I could kind of break it down. And it's constantly changing. It's never. I'd say it's kind of consistent from painting to painting, but it really depends, right? I think when you're creating something unique, even if it is slightly similar to something else that we've painted, for the most part, it's all. No, you know what? There is a process. We can do that. It's a jumping point. Okay, great. You let me know if the individual ever wants to know what happens next. I can do a full one. That'd be fun. Maybe I'll do that on YouTube as well. Just go over my process really quickly. You met him once in Copenhagen. Really nice dude. He seems like probably one of the awesomest dudes to talk to. Jesper, yeah, he definitely does. Seems like a genuinely nice, friendly, kind, caring dude. From all the posts that I've seen on Facebook and Instagram. Is it Instagram? I think it's Instagram as well, yeah. Well, I guess it's one of the same, right? Ish? Facebook and Instagram? Their own, yeah, Facebook. Kirk, are you okay? Never been better. No, let's not do that. Let me get this edge as close to accurate as it can. See that there's a line underneath her here. Erase that, it's distracting. Lips need to be a little bigger. I was talking about like blending on the canvas in a very traditional kind of way. Just kind of grabbing colors that are already down, mixing them with colors that you're trying to introduce. Just makes them feel a little bit more, I guess, that traditional painting kind of feel, right? Here. You know what? No. OB, relax, bud. Proceeds to not relax. That's my dog I'm talking to, by the way. I don't know if you guys can hear him whimpering. Maybe sometimes you can. He's getting reintroduced to a new house. And we want to be able to have him crate trained here. So that's where he is while I'm streaming and while Caroline's working. We both work from home. COVID. And well, I guess I've always worked from home. At least for how long? 2011, since then. I want him to be in his kennel while we're working. Right? As if we're at a day job. So you'll hear him whine for a bit. Maybe a week or two. Then he realizes it's okay. My parents are still here. I mean, I can't blame him. When my mother would drop me off at kindergarten, I would lose my mind. I would cry and press my face and my entire self against the window as she was driving away to start her day at work. I think I did that every single day that I was in kindergarten. So I get it. It sucks, right? But eventually I stopped crying. So, for that at least. I still cried. Do we say jumping point anymore, or do we say yeet spot? Yeah, you just plant your feet and you yeet, right? That's how you start anything now. The yeeting point. Okay, I think the face is coming together. The nose is a little bit weird and big. Some values are strange and creepy. I don't know why I say creepy, but when the reference isn't there, I think it passes as a face. So that's a good place. I think we're off in a good direction, right? Because when your faces don't look like faces, might want to keep working on it a little bit, right? And trust me, I know what that feels like. You're just saying that because this face is a face. No, well, you'll see eventually. I think that's probably going to be the first thing that we start back up when we're actually setting up a schedule. And maybe once I have the entire schedule for maybe the rest of the rest of November and December, I'll post it down below in the About section, so we can kind of figure out what's coming up, maybe. My plans are to set up a curriculum, basically, for myself, that if you guys want to, you can partake as well. I find that that's the best way, in my experience, to get progress and to see it, is to set things up on a calendar. I showed you guys my dry erase calendar that I have. I'll mark that all up and get everything all set up for, I don't know, whatever the fuck, fucking learn to get better at stuff course that I'm taking for myself. What? Yeah, the dude, he's nuts, and he works traditionally for the most part, right? He'll do mixed media. He'll mix in some digital with his traditional stuff, but for the most of his work is traditional painting. It looks like he works with like either like gouache or acrylics. Nice washy, watery gouache. It's a technical term. Okay, let's go ahead and just a little bit more saturated. A little bit more purple. So there, I guess kind of what I'm doing right now is I'm adding more saturation. So I will open up my color picker and try and get a different, more intense color. And then lightly kind of mix it in. I have my R key, the letter R. I almost felt like I said, I have my R. Kelly key here. No. Letter R. The button that has the R on it. Press that. And then my smudge tool comes up. So I'll blend that. Or paint here. Smudge. Resample. Kind of clean it up. Does that make sense? Definitely not. I don't even know what I just said. What's that noise? What does it say? It says fancy schmancy. Is it cut off? Is your name cut off? I'm sorry, dude. Let me adjust that. How do I adjust that? I don't know if I can fix this. Fancy, thanks so much, dude. There once was a streamer named Murph who came. Listen to, like, wouldn't you guys just want me to read off anything that you would write publicly? There once was a streamer named Murph who came back to claim his Twitch turf. He drew tasteful boobies, don't worry, not nudies, based on all the porn that he serves. Sounds familiar. Let me just turn the cam off real quick. Let me just turn this camera off real quick. Let me just turn off this camera off. Fancy schmancy. Oh, fancy schmancy. Oh, fancy schmancy. I mean it. I need a sandwich. Fancy, thank you so much for the poetry. And, well, what do they say? Art represents life, and life is art. What I'm trying to say is that that's a true story. Everything that he just shared. Minus the Twitch turf. I don't necessarily think that I have turf. Nor would I want any Twitch turf. Sounds like it would be run by the worst of administration, or what do you call it? The if you're living in a apartment building, there is someone who's a superintendent, Super Nintendo Chalmers, right? Who looks after the building? I don't know where I'm going with this, so I'll just abandon it, like what I do with my artwork. Fancy, thank you so much, man. 40 months. Appreciate it. Really, really do, man. It feels great to be back. Like I was just full of happy. I want to say sauce, but that probably might be a little gross. I was full of happy sauce. All yesterday and the day before, because streaming feels so good. And now I'm spilling my happy sauce all over the place with you guys. Whether you want it or no, it's a consensual sharing of my happy sauce. Maybe we should just stop talking about happy sauce. We should probably do that, right? That is the highest honor one could bestow upon me. I mean, like, no, definitely not. If anything, it's my honor to receive such amazing poetry. Happy sauce TM. Yeah, that's what we'll put on our OnlyFans. John Derek Murphy's jarred happy sauce. And it can be sent to you at whatever temperature you want. Okay, that's gross. Let's go ahead and I'll leave that with you guys, and I'll back to this. Okay. Happy sauce. I'm giving you my happy sauce. Drip, drip. Okay, we're done. Just a little bit of happy sauce. Put it in a container. Put it on top of your table. Invite your family over. They'll be like, what's on your table? It's John Derek Murphy's happy sauce. Do you want... Drink that. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get back to painting. It feels like her... Maybe it's just the nose. Let's go ahead and grab a flattened layer here. And I think I want to make the lips bigger and the nose smaller. So let's go ahead and hit Control J, Control T, Control H to hide it. Make that a little bit bigger. Something like that, maybe. And then go back to that merged layer. Control D to deselect, so we can make a new selection here. Around her nay. That's... Did you guys think that you were going to learn another language? When you're tuning into this, did you like, oh, I'm going to try, hey, who's this 16-year-old kid streaming? And there's like, kind of like boobies there. Let's go ahead and watch that. And then you're like, I'm definitely going to watch this for what I just said and not try and learn anything. And then I go and say, guess what? Nez is. It's your nose in French. Control J, Control T, Control H. I'm holding down Shift and Alt. Shrunk it a little bit there. We might need to grab the entire nose and just rotate it or push it. Yeah, let's do that. So let's merge everything onto one layer again. Grab this. Actually, let's grab up there too. And maybe even this. I'm going to get a little bit more excess of this cheek here. And the reason for that is if I decide to slide it over, I won't see the underlying nose that I'm copying from, right? So check this out, Control J, right? So we got that duplication. If I turn this layer off, it's because, well, it's literally her nose in the same spot, right? So let's go ahead. Oh, did I do something wrong here? I did. Okay, I think we can still. So my issue that I'm noticing now. Oh, never mind. Yes, it's the mouth. I didn't. I merged the mouth layer incorrectly. Let's go ahead and just select this. I want to be careful not to select anything that's on the background, because I still want to be able to use these layers. Hopefully some of the things I'm saying are making sense. Okay, so what I want to do here is I think I'm just going to nudge it over a little bit. And I think the eyebrow, I think the eyes as a whole can come down now. Let's do that. Merge everything one more time. Oh, maybe it's this. Maybe if we did Control J and then hit that. Okay, so this is what I'm about to do here. I'll try and explain this. This is kind of funky. Yes. So basically, I made a selection here, and since the layer that I was making a selection from was a flattened layer, and I only really want her head, I actually selected the background. This is kind of what I was just talking about not too long ago. So what I want to do to get this a clean selection is, since I didn't merge everything that I've worked on up until this point, or even deleted all my past layers, I still have a layer that has her silhouette selected. So what I can do is, I think it's just right here, just any one of these ones, the duplicates that I made. I can just hold down Control, click the thumbnail here over on the layers window, and it'll get your marching ants basically for that selection. And now what I can do is I can invert that selection. What is it? Control Shift I, right? And you can tell because of the marching ants are now on the border. All I have to do is hit delete, and it's a clean cut now. It's just, we just have the head now, or I guess the top of the cranium. So I can move this up a little bit. I kind of want to push this out a little more. Yes, yeah, yes, yeah, yes. Yes, yeah, yes, 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 yes. Yeah, yeah. Some people are freaking out now, thinking that their stream has just started playing in reverse. Yes, yeah, yes, yeah, yes, yeah, red rum. I wonder if I should try some ADHD meds. No. No. Oh, that'd be silly. I'd probably get a lot of work done, though. I can imagine a terrible infomercial. My kids love Derek's happy sauce. Oh, God. That's exactly the wrong. Yeah. What was there? There was an SNL skit way back in the day. Was it Alec Baldwin? My homemade salty balls or something like that. It's along the lines of the South Park song by a chef. Anyways, yeah, we nasty up in here. At least I am. Okay, so that's fine. Let's flip it. Let's take a look. See what nonsense we've created for ourselves. Is it flipping? No, I have to hit enter. That's right. So I've bound... Nope, that's not the right... Do I have to redo my hotkeys? Is it Control F2? Shift F2. Does anybody remember what my hotkeys are? Yeah, it's Shift F2. Okay. For me, because you can go in and you can make, I guess, custom hotkeys. Sorry, I'm just observing. Just observing here. Control T. Something else I want to do here. Alright, let me try. Give me silhouette here. Control Alt Shift E. Control J. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of this, get rid of that, get rid of this one. Turn everything else back on. Oh. And that's okay. Typically, like, when I'm working on something, I'll delete all those. I'll delete all these extra layers. All they're doing is bogging the PSD down, but I'll keep the ones obviously that I'll need, like a silhouette, so I can make a quick selection. But right now, I want to see if I can tweak her face, her head. It's all kind of skewed a little bit, so let me try and just do this. Control J. Control T. What is that? What's happening? Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. That's why. So, do that on the right layer, and then hit Control T. I want to try and see if I can kind of... I don't want to touch that. I think I'm moving the cheek up and I don't want to. Control T, try this again. What if we just do that? And then rotate a bit. I'll duplicate this layer, turn off that head layer, erase probably right around here, that layer back on, realize I made a huge mistake, go back, correct it, there we go, okay. Actually, Is this fine? Yeah, no, we're fine. Okay, we're good. Shh. Hey, to work, Andy. If you can hear this, thank you so much for stopping in, man. I really appreciate it. Rauken, what's up? How you doing? I'll catch up with the follows here. Manuel Segal, I think I got you. Thank you so much again. World Teller, Wooden Art, Fancy, thank you so much for the resub. Appreciate it, man. And Greckham, thank you so much for following, guys, and supporting this nonsense. So I appreciate it. Okay. So let's shave off a little bit more here. Bring that eye in a little bit more. Pretty muddy right there. I'm not worried about the light at this point. I figure if her face doesn't look like her face, there's no point on adding any other value to it. Does that make sense? I feel like that does make sense. You know, if things aren't in the right places, I think that's what I'm trying to say. There's no point in trying to polish an incorrect turd. Does that feel a little better? And I haven't zoomed in yet, so once we kind of have the face, for the most part, looking like a face, that's probably when I'll start zooming in a little bit more. Smudging. Let me go to the background real quick here. Tinting this. Okay, a little too dark. That brush a little bit bigger. On the wrong layer. Been a while, dude. How's it going? It's going great right now. Definitely going fantastic. I just we finished moving into our new home. We took advantage of our crazy housing market and sold the mini home, our modular home that I used to live in, and got this upgrade. So I really couldn't be happier, man. Things are pretty fucking good. I do have a mortgage now. That sucks, but I guess I kind of did before anyways. So nothing's really changed, but a lot has. I'm hopefully still me. I'm feeling really fucking good. So I'm pretty happy about that. Other than that, what else? That's pretty much it. It's pretty much streaming again. We're gonna be streaming 5 days a week, Monday to Friday. Going over a bunch of fundamentals. This painting right now is not really going over anything. I kind of just started streaming. What was it, Tuesday or Monday? And I really wasn't planning on streaming. It just kind of happened. Like, I think I'll start streaming. And then I turned it on, and here we are. But I think that's when you know that you're ready, right? To do something, when you just kind of like, I'm doing it. I guess I'm doing it now. Maybe that's just me. This temple. Kind of getting a little bit muddy over there, eh? Not quite there. I think when we zoom, this is probably something I should be saving for when I'm zooming in a little bit more. But this eye has been bothering me for a while. Go ahead and make a clipping mask here, or a clipping layered mask, whatever you call them. I want to just kind of take some of this. Maybe I'll use I have a nice big soft brush that has a little bit of noise to it that I can always find very quickly. It's right in front of my face. That's not it, but we'll use it. I think we did that just like right here. Yeah, her face is a lot smaller for sure, but how's that look? So let's do something kind of the same over here. Get that kind of... It looks like reflecting light from the sky, but it might just be from the ceiling or her room that she's in. Something like this. Yeah, a little bit lighter. Not quite. I think it's more of a purple then. Hmm. Man, I have not been disappointed by this playlist. This is a fucking... This is great. This is gonna be a good kind of vibe for the stream with all the DMC shit that's going on. I'm listening to, I got whitelisted for brain! Chillhop.com. Chillhop Music? Is that what it's called? Why does that not sound right? Are you guys ever just like really disappointed with your potato of a brain? Is that just me? Wait, you're disappointed with my brain? Yeah, it's a potato. No, with my brain. It's been a long time since I popped by. How are things? Turkin, it's a good time for you to pop by. I just started streaming back up again Monday of this week. Prior to that, I think the last stream was back in September or October over on Behance. So I was streaming on Behance for a couple of months. But this is the return. This is like the official, the John Derek Murphy official return to Twitch. As long as they'll have me. I don't think a whole lot of people have a lot of good things to say about Twitch currently. But it's, having said that, it is nice to be streaming again. Even if it is on a platform that doesn't really have the tools to support its creators. What? Did I just take a swing at Twitch? The very platform that I'm streaming on right now? Yes, I did. Because I'm allowed to. Everybody's allowed to. Glad to hear you're doing good, man. I have no complaints. I am very happy. Like, genuinely, for the first time in a very long time. Legit. Like, it feels fucking good. It finally feels like I can truly pursue my interests, truly pursue the things that I want to pursue. I don't know, there's always this weird feeling. I don't know if it's anxiety or the sense of insecurity of I owe the bank a lot of money now, and they know where I live. And with that comes a nice sense of I don't want to say security, that's not the word. A sense of normalcy, and feeling normal feels good to a degree, right? Because I'm definitely far from normal. Maybe from the outside I might appear normal. I guess that's what kind of, maybe that's what I'm trying to say. What am I trying to say? You know what? I'm happy. I'm very happy. And I'm glad to be streaming again. On Twitch. Yes, on Twitch. And I hope that the site offers some kind of aid for their streamers who are getting DCMA'd even after deleting their VODs. It's strange, isn't it? It's something that I will be doing. I'll probably be doing it today, as I'll be uploading all of my all of the current VODs from this week onto my YouTube channel, which I think is just youtube.com/John Derek Murphy, I believe. And if it isn't, whoops. Anyways, I got nothing to complain about. Yeah, her face is a lot smaller, isn't it? Indeed it is. Let's go ahead and try and fix that. Let's zoom out. Let's make sure that we can see everything. The values are off too, yeah. So her eyes and her head. Let's make some mistakes, guys. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's jump into it. Control J, Control T. Is it bigger? Now I kind of just want to do this. And then maybe... do that. Does that feel a little better? It's the eyes. The eyes are really messing me up right now. Let's go ahead and... I'm gonna flip here in a second. Yo, this streamer could do flips in his chair? I gotta stick around and watch this. Huh? A little hidden promotion there, huh, for myself? Yeah, so the values and the colors on her face on that side feel... It's making it flat. Okay, so Obi, relax, buddy. Okay, so I think I need to thin this out a little bit now. Rid of that. This. Go. Obi, relax, buddy. Not the end of the world, dude. For those who don't know who I'm talking to, I'm talking to my my dog. Like I said, we just moved into our new place. He's currently being trained in his crate while in a room where we're not in it, so that he becomes a little bit more familiar with that crate and that room, even while we're at home. So that way, when we do decide to leave and put him in the crate, he'll already have been familiarized with it. But it takes time. I want to tint all of that with soft light, and then sample some of this, maybe this green right there. Push some of that into, nope, a little bit more, nope. So what I just did there is I took a shot in the dark at a just random, I wanted to see what this would do. Right, so that's what I was doing with this random saturated green, and then put it on and be like, I am nowhere near that kind of subtle bluish turquoise. So let's go ahead and maybe try that. Got the same hue. Let's make it a little bit less saturated. I think something like this is a little better, yeah. And this tells me that I could probably put this in a little bit more. Oops. Yeah, okay. Erase a little bit more of this. If there's any questions that you guys have, and if I missed any, by all means, I apologize. And if you really are looking for an answer to something related to this, or not, I'm down to help out where I can, if at all. I've been following for years. I thought I'd drop by for all time's sake. Turkin, I appreciate it, man. And thank you for hanging out for all the years. And like you said, drop by anytime. I'll be here Monday through Friday. Always, you guys are always welcome. When do we start at? 9 a.m. EST. So we'll be streaming for a couple hours every day, Monday through Friday. Working on some shenanigans here. Some days we might actually be more productive than others. I don't know. That's kind of the plan right now. Just to do what I want. And right now it's study. And eventually, I think what we'll do is I'll probably do a bunch of concepts as well as illustrations once we it'll all come together, hopefully. Probably not, but I'll do my best. And what I'm talking about is setting up a schedule. Well, the schedule is Monday through Friday, starting at 9 a.m. EST. Content, I guess I should say. Okay, I'm definitely not painting just the face right now, so let's get back to that. I'm gonna merge all that and back to the Flargen. Derek, that's not that doesn't really mean anything when you say Flargen. Does it? It sounds like it might be like a German word. But it's definitely not an English word.
Now, how about drums? An instrument.
Actually, Flargen is a Dutch casserole that has been. I got nothing. I got when in doubt, fart noise, right? Oh, get ready. He's going to say something funny. Oh, he made a fart noise. Was not expecting that from this grown man. Or is he a grown man? Alright, nose here. Down a little bit more. I really want to add those eyelashes. Maybe what I'll do is I'll make a new layer. Put them on that layer. Their own exclusive layer. Let's do that. And I think I have a nice eyelash brush. I know exactly where it is. Let me just go ahead and grab it without hesitation. Don't even need to look. I know where it is. Right? I'm just right about to get it. Is that it? I don't think that's it. Let's try it though. Maybe. I think what we can do is draw in the eye. That's a little bit too much. Something like that, and then erase. Does that feel like it makes sense? And do the same thing over here. Maybe. It looks too clean. I think I might need to smudge a little bit of this. Not helping at all. It's hard to say. There's still some other colors and values, and it looks, man, I don't know. I think I made her nose too small and short. Let's try and grab. It's like the nose and the chin. Control J, and then just down a little bit. Oh no. Oh no. Control T. Nope. There's that nose again. Control T. I'm gonna rotate it just a little bit. Maybe something like that. And then. Oh, that feels weird. Bring this up. Right here. Yeah, just grab there. Control J, Control T. Bring that chin up just a little bit. Get that merged. Something like that. I'm still using that hairbrush, aren't I? Obi. Tentacle. A little bit too thick over here. I don't really want to care about the dimples just yet. And then this. Try that. I like that you cuss in French at Obi, I do. Ferme ta gueule avant je pisse dedans. And he's a good boy. He's just, he's adjusting to the new home. And that'll take time. A little bit of patience with him. He'll be adjusted in no time. probably should be zooming in for this kind of stuff. I don't like that, whatever I just did. Too much. Probably should zoom in now. Proceeds to zoom in right now. Here we go. Totally zooming in now. I'll hide that. There we go. Okay. All right. Something like this. Mavericks, thank you so much for the follow. ALC, XALC, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it, guys. Prune. Did I get you? Prune. Kekua. Sad Vodka. Thank you so much, guys, for the follows. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. I'll be streaming Monday to Friday on this channel. Sometimes we might try and get into Picarto. I think Picarto right now is in the middle of like an overhaul to their platform, which might be the reason why I was getting a lot of buffering when I was trying to stream over there earlier in the week. But it would be a lot of fun to be able to have a place to go to that will let us do adult studies. You know, imagine a world, imagine a website where we could see nude models and not immediately over sexualize it, right? Like, I don't know. It's another reason to be disappointed with Twitch. And it's a reason that I've been disappointed with Twitch for a very long time. As they stated, geez, back when I was partnered with Adobe on the Adobe channel, they put out like this was when the creative section was just created. Now it's the art section, right? But they had stated we will be I don't know exactly what the words were, but it was something along the lines of we will be including the option for creative streamers to be able to stream nude studies and mature rated things. This was like 4 or 5 years ago at this point. Obi, no. Professor. The Pabia. Okay. What's it saying? Yeah, I'm something complaining about Twitch, I think. Yeah, let's get this. Obi, buddy. You gotta calm down, dude. Yeah, I want to move this eye. Low. I think I'm gonna take my dog out. That's probably what he's actually complaining about. He needs to use the washroom, so. Just give me 1 second here. I'll finish this. You know what? I've been painting with the flow at 100%. That's the ticket right there, to not do that. Alright. I'll go and take him out, guys. We'll be right back. I'll keep painting this. Just give me a second here to take the dog out. You know what? It's your favorite time. If you guys want to stick around, I'll run a 60-second ad break, and then I'll come right back and we'll continue to paint. This is the new thing that Twitch is asking on pretty much every streamer to do. So enjoy. Thanks for supporting me. Are we good? I think we're all set. All right, cool. And we're good. Cool hoodie, by the way. This is Teddy Fresh. This is Ela Klein's clothing line, I guess. Really comfortable, really nice material. It's like the best type of stuff to want during a cold winter day. And it's actually my girlfriend's sweater that I'm wearing. But she wears my clothes, so get fucked. Caroline's listening. Yeah, I'll wear your panties. Wait, what? Pants. I said pants. Wait, pants is still panties, right? Whatever. If it fits, it fits. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, it's Teddy Fresh. H3H3 podcast. Clothing line, I guess. Is that what you would call it? Okay. So, yeah. Let's get in there. I think this is where we were zoomed to. Let's see what we can get done. The dog tinkled, so he did his business. That's probably what he was. When I went up to his crate, he was laying down and crying. He was just like like that, like that. So you could tell that he wanted to be let out, and that's fine. I'll never give him shit for that. You know, how else is a dog supposed to communicate? Feels a little bit out of place there. You know what? I think I'm going to stick with one layer from here on out with her. Let's get some of this.
Maybe someday you'll realize.
Kind of want my eraser to have a little bit less of an edge to it. No.
It's cold outside. Maybe someday you'll realize. It's cold outside.
If you guys have any questions at all, whether it's about what you're seeing or what maybe you want to see underneath some of this stuff, I'm referring to the painting, by the way, not underneath all these layers. How we got to this, I'm totally down if you guys are interested in seeing some of that. Take a second and show. Otherwise, we'll keep rocking. Some like pinker, lighter skin tones in here. No. Trial and error, right? So if that didn't work, then we go back and we try another color. Or in this case, you know, I was intending to try. I'm trying to get some. don't know if my eyes are playing tricks because there's a desaturated area right here, and immediately next to a desaturated area, it kind of looks like it's more saturated, right? Maybe? Right here. I need to improve on my edge control. I think that's something that's... I have a very uniform edge for a lot of my, what would I say, like brush strokes, or I don't know. So that's something just to keep in mind. Not everything is just a sharp, clean edge, right? I can say that, but yet I'll still go ahead and continue to do that. It's different. The difference between like muscle memory or maybe just doing something, even if it is especially if it's a bad habit, it's just really difficult to kick, right? He's still whining, yeah. It's also getting close to his feeding time. I bought it for Christmas though. Oh, did I? I pay attention. Here, actually, that reminds me. Let's go ahead and ban my girlfriend. How do we do this? It's not letting me do it. I guess I just do it like this. Mod. There you go. There. So don't go in. You know what? I'll just leave it. I'll just leave that. I was going to say don't go and get yourself in trouble with Caroline, guys. She now has a sword. Caroline. Okay, so let's lighten this up. Say maybe to like there. It doesn't feel like it. Add in some of this green. Paint back over it. Now it still needs like a little bit of maybe this. See, this is it. This is a try. This is all. This is what painting is. Did this color make it better? Nope. Keep trying. Yeah, you can probably say that about anything in life, right? Doesn't work the first time. Try something else. Keep trying. Can you imagine if everything that we tried worked the first time? That'd be sweet. Select that so I can have a nice edge here for this blue. still needs to be some brighter areas in here. Okay. Okay. That nose. Her eyes. Basically, the face just needs to be worked on. Get a little bit saturated, a little bit lighter. Still want to have some color in there. Let's try that for the eyelids. Goes in here and it gets a little bit darker. It's still fairly saturated, so we want to move to the right of our color picker. I think that's still a little bit too much though. This could stand to be a little bit lighter, I think. Right here. Maybe. I don't know. Just trying things. Get a little too dark there. A little bit deeper here. Typically when I say deeper, alright, what I mean is not only darker, but more saturated as well. I feel like when I say deeper, we're going deeper into the color hue, but mainly the value as well. Yeah, that's definitely confusing to say. I don't know why I say it like that. Okay, alright, so slowly by surely, surely by slowly, certain surelys or slowly, this is coming along. What? Certainly by a surely. It's all sorts of crazy. Let's try this. Grab that, pull that down a little bit more around the nostril. Smooth some of this. This part of the nose is always a tricky part. The side of it. That good color. Get a little muddy around there. Pretty muddy here. Your cheek. Top of the lip. And then it gets a little bit brighter and it gets hit with a little bit of pink. Like that. And this is definitely maybe, what do you guys say? Something like that. The top lip. A little bit more color in there. It's a little much on that side. Pre-rolls ads are on. Run ad break to disable them. Oh, I see how it works. I gotcha, Twitch. Pull that down a little more. Lighter. It's kind of got a little purple on that highlight on her lips. Try something like this. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about this copyright playlist by Chill Cat. Is it Chill Hop? Yes, Chill Hop. Because there's also like Chill Cow. I think that's like on. I think it's just like a channel on YouTube. But I found out that you can go to. I think I saw it on Reddit. Someone who actually works at chillhop.com. A couple months ago, they said you can now sign up to get your channel whitelisted when you're playing anything from Chill Hop on Spotify or YouTube or anywheres. So that's pretty fucking sweet. That's pretty fucking cool. And it's this. This is what we get to listen to. and it doesn't sound like something from No Offense, like Monster Cat or what were we using before? I don't know, but it sounds like copyright-free music. This stuff doesn't. This is perfect ambiance to whatever the fuck you call this stream, right? I'm pretty happy about that. I do miss being able to listen to whatever the fuck I want, but that's just not the climate of streaming right now. I don't have that luxury anymore. Shouldn't really be this way, but here we are, and we're making the best of what we can. And this sounds great, so I'm happy. The whole side of this face is just weird. I wonder if that helped at all. Yeah. Okay, so let me clean some of this up. A little muddy down there. Flower Draws, thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate that. Anybody else that I missed? Mavericks, ALC, think I got you guys. Thanks again. Appreciate it. Hope you guys are having a good day. Anybody else who's just hanging out, thank you so much for spending some of your time here. We will be streaming Monday through Friday. Besides, like I said earlier, I would like to try and get to Carto, and I'll tweet out when I'm streaming over there. But I'd like to do some long pose anatomy studies without any restrictions like we have here on Twitch, unfortunately. Whether or not it's for educational purposes, we can't have the existence of nipples. Can't even talk about nipples. And I've actually already used 2 of my allotted 3 nipple. I guess I can't say it anymore. Flower, dude, you're so good. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, I appreciate the kind words. If you have any questions, by all means, feel free to ask. This goes to pretty much everybody. Why did I have to say pretty much? This goes to everybody. There's eyelashes there. really don't like how I can see some lines in here. It might look completely different from out here, though. Look how weird that looks. Her head still feels like it's tilted. Crazy. So that window behind her is actually darker than some of the highlights on that cat. So let's go ahead and I think we'll just grab this value. Put that behind her. A little bit lighter. Something like that, maybe. Alright, let's jump back to her. I'm gonna make a quick masking layer on top. Just kidding. I'm gonna erase that, and then we'll come back. Okay. A little bit darker in here, so I hit D. Default back to black and white, and then resample. Try to get a little bit closer to that color I'm seeing. Merge that down. Yeah, right here. My nose comes out just a little too much, so that's and the value's off as well. Try and just do this. Control J, Control T, H to hide it. Just do something like that. I don't know if that's going to work. Control T, grab that. I'm going to have to zoom in a little bit more. Oh no, what did I do? Control T, this, H to hide it. Something like that. Yeah, a little bit more. You can see how just like everything is just consistently a mess. All their different lasso selections. And that's pretty much part of the course. Just remembering that this is how I work. I know that I'll save certain things to more towards the end, right? Like hair. Typically getting that texture is something that you want to put on top last, or close to the end, right? Because if you're not confident with how your hair is looking right now, or where it's positioned, the shape of it, or whatever, it's probably a good idea to wait to start rendering that out or adding those details until you're actually confident that you have the hair in the right spot, right? It's like all this kind of detail will come later. Because it's smaller, right? Smaller detail. Yeah. Let's go ahead and darken this. OB, relax, bud. He is not having it. Moose, how you doing, man? How you doing, dude? And actually, Moose, I'm about to take off. I'm gonna go and get some food. I'm quite starving. It's about 3 hours right now. I think that's probably what the stream lengths are gonna be. Same as usual. And I do need to rotate her head a little bit more, right? It feels like it. But I'm just at the cusp of starting to see some things and not know if I'm making any difference. So I think I'm gonna go and call it a stream, and we'll come back tomorrow, put in a handful of hours again, and try and get her face and her chest, torso area done. And then maybe Monday and Tuesday we'll be finishing up the hands and the skirt, I think. I think that's probably what I'll do. But guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Anybody who's been here any duration of time, it's greatly appreciated that you guys, I mean, like, time, we never get it back. So you spending it here or a little bit, it means the world to me. Any amount of time. My Twitter is John Derek Murphy. So everything that you can, Art Stations, all one word, John Derek Murphy. All my socials are one word, John Derek Murphy. See, right there, I just typed it on the screen for you. Is that a name for ants? So it's spelled like that. John Derek Murphy. JOHNDEREKMURPHY. I'm on ArtStation, Instagram, the Facebook, the Twitters, the Behance, the LinkedIn, the MySpace. Maybe not the MySpace, but that's it, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll be back for more of this, and eventually I'll have a schedule down below for the rest of November and December on the fundamentals that I'm going to be working on here. And if you are looking for, I know Paul's doing his study buddies. If you guys want, we're probably going to focus more on, I don't know what he's doing. I think that he's doing some master studies, and we'll probably take a stab at some of those at some point, and probably even join study buddies as well. It's just things have been pretty crazy with the move. I haven't had too much time to sit down and do much up until now. But we'll probably do some of our own exercises. I think the first thing I want to do is get back to doing some more heads, portrait studies. But that's it. I think that's pretty much all I have to say for now. It's time to go. Thanks so much for watching. Start time is, nope, that's not the one. That's it. Wait, thanks for watching. Where's my time? There it is. Mondays and all the other days in between, Friday 9 a.m. EST, when I go live here on Twitch. If I'm streaming on Picarto, I'll let you guys know, but I don't think that's going to happen till probably 2 weeks from now. Yeah. Anyways, guys, enjoy your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Loves and hugs. I'm out. Peace.